Back here in the centre of the ground, the final quarter here of this great under-18 game between the Central Highlands and the GDFL. Up they go. Into attack go the GDFL. Stacks on the ball. Play-ons are called. Going in hard. The umpire says, I'll have it. Ball up. The GDFL were 3 points in front.
They sure were, but on that occasion, Taylor wasn't in front, and they lost the tap out, and the Highlanders get out of trouble. So, perfect handball. This is what we saw from the Highlanders in the opening minutes of the game, and that's what got him the assault early. So he's going to turn it around, pop it on his right. He's got a 3-on-1 contest and an easy mark there for Tommy McGregor of Balan. Jai McEwen from Inverley's on the mark. McEwen's done all right, but he couldn't take on 3 of them, Cogs. That's where they've got to be more accountable, these Raiders.
Yeah, that's right, Alex. Good movement of the ball there from the Central Highlands.
And this will give him back the lead if he can capitalise.
Tell you what, I think it's gone through.
You know, you might have to bring the role of a goalkeeper in this game, because we've had about 4 of those goals where just no one's been on the last line, or everyone's too scared of their opponent that they haven't even looked at where the ball's going. So, scores, Brian.
Yeah, 6 goals, 5 the Central Highlands. They lead the GDFL 5 goals, 8 now by 3 points. And the wind's picked up here at the Bungaree Recreation Reserve.
Yep.
Going to the end of the GDFL.
Just the background, you now see the GDFL seniors with their photo, getting their numbers for the photographers. In the foreground, however, it looks like we have another Highlands stoppage. Well, not as far as Luke Cornwell's concerned. The Corio Guns loving it. In fact, we covered a senior game, Corio Anarchy, Cogs, and after the game, Nathan Boyd, the Corio coach, said if we had 12 Luke Cornwells and 12 Michael Cadmans, we'd be playing GDFL finals. That's how good these 2 Colts are, so...
Yeah, no, they've played great games, these 2 boys from Corio.
Well, no one went for that, right? I could have won that one, Cogs, so...
Chance here for the Central Highlands again, coming out hard. It's Joshy Mitchell.
Mitchell
drives
watch
forward.
this.
There's a chance here going in hard there for the GDFL. Like there it was...
well, it was Kyle O'Toole.
Kyle O'Toole. The umpire says, I'll have it.
You know, Kyle O'Toole's, senior experience, which admittedly it's only the 1 game last year and a few this year, has actually really been showcased in that back 6. You know, you've got 4 very talented Werribee defenders, but they've needed that leader to click them together, and that's where you chuck him in. So, McEwen was going to be the 3rd one up. Raiders got to kick it out of there. They've got to get it out of danger.
Ball's out of bounds. Forward pocket for the Central Highlands into attack.
Well, put a bit of excitement into it, will you? It's a close game.
Here we go, Brian. What do you reckon?
Chance here, but the mark's, well, good mark there in the back pocket. That was taken there, looks like, by Sammy Brown. Oh, yeah. It's a terrible kick. Picked up. No, look.
Wow. It was a beautiful tackle by Kyle O'Toole, and there he is. So he's on the back pocket now. He's going to kick it towards half-back, but it's a 1-on-3. And the Highlanders will get a free kick just from the way the umpire looked at it. Is that Hughes for Belmont?
No, it's not Hughes.
No, it's Sakarakis.
Sakarakis?
I'll just call him that. Or a liar. Jai McEwen, one of the top 16-year-olds out there, almost got the kick away. Now it's Cornwell. Cornwell will get a chip to the advantage of Edwards. Edwards couldn't quite get it, but he keeps it in, and he used that trademark run. We've seen Lockie use it, his big brother at seniors, and now we're watching Geordie. Unfortunately, Nyack, beautiful tackle. There's another contender. Ignore the background, listeners. Nyack keeps it in, and we have a throw-in.
Get those blokes in the crowd back, will you?
And look at that, Edwards just pushes his opponent, Paddy Walsh from Skipton, tells him all about it. All right, Taylor, can he tap it to Edwards? Instead, it's tapped by Jack Bowen again. That's been a good duel throughout the match. And Taylor's on top now, and we'll have a secondary stoppage. Cogsy, how are we looking on the clock, mate?
Yeah, we've played nearly 5 minutes into the final quarter. Ballarat umpires, I tell you what.
All right. Cornwell's got it now. He gets the kick forward, and we're back in the forward 50 for the Raiders. And that looked like... Nyack! He'd be leading the tackle count at this point in time. Brilliant stuff. Now we'll hopefully have a stoppage, a good 45 out from goal.
I'll tell you who's leading the free kick count, and that's not the GDFL.
All right, Cogsy, and we're back into the forward line. So we have a stoppage here, scooped up there by I was going to say O'Toole. He's still back there, so I can't. No, it is him. He's run all the way down the ground. He wants to snag a goal, just like his older brother did in this maroon and white jumper. I think composure is looking like the key for the forward line of the Raiders. Fletcher, another Werribee ruckman, tried to get up instead. His Werribee teammate, and Sagarakis.
Good pressure football here. It's full on. It's terrific to watch.
Yep, Sagarakis, they're all Greek. Gets the handball out. We're on the forward pocket now on the outer side. Yeah.
Chance here for Nick Martin. Martin goes out wide, but intercepting well for the GDFL.
Benny Taylor, kick your third, Benny.
Out of bounds.
Well, Ben Taylor, who won the medal last year, he's kicked 2 goals, 3, but that's from about 10 shots, I reckon. We're back in now. Fletcher, the other ruckman from Werribee, gets the tap towards if they can do something, the Raiders. Nyack, well, the perceived pressure has given the boys a free, and Nyack's decided, out of the way, Kennedy, I'm kicking this one, thank you. He's going to try and set it up right in front of goal. Who he kicked it to, I think he was trying to find the run of Tristan Hughes from Belmont, couldn't quite get it, and they're off and away, the Highlanders, only as far as the boundary, but they keep it in Wayne Harm style. No, they don't. So we're about 50 out from the Raiders' goal, and Cogsy, with 12 minutes to go, would you like to remind the viewers the score?
Yeah, at the moment we've got 6 goals 5 to 5 goals 8. The Central Highlands by 3 points. The GDFL really need to get a goal here.
That is correct. And the Raiders, 60 out from goal, could have a chance here through the form of, I reckon, I was going to say O'Toole, regardless of who it was. It's in the forward square now. If we have a ball up, that's one option. Instead, we have, a sidestep. You don't mind one of those. Fletcher's got it now, the big boy. No, Taylor rather, his Werribee rucking counterpart. Highlanders still get it away. And usually it's at this part they go over the boundary. And history repeats itself here in the 4th quarter. So, 8 minutes left. Nail-biting interleague clash. Hopefully the first of 2 today here at the Bungaree footy ground.
Who's going to crack, Alex? That's the big question, I think. The great.
So Fletcher's in the ruck again. Instead, it's third man up for the Highlanders. They've been good in getting the handball, but they haven't got that kick out. On this occasion, they do, and it's a 3-on-3 contest. McEwen from Inverley's there, as are a few players. Cadman, the captain, is around it. McEwen's got it. Don't overuse the handball, boys. Now they're off. They've got a good block there by Ebel. He's used that in Anarchy's seniors line, but hang on. If we can scoop it up here, we could have a Raiders goal. Nyack's around it. Hughes is around it a moment ago. There's the poke out of the pack and just throw in right in front.
Yeah. Had a chance here, the GDFL, but good defence from the Central Highlands boys. They're really fighting hard down there.
So ball up. This time there was no Taylor or Fletcher, so one of the smallest men for the GDFL in Tristan Hughes went for it. Now Nyack's got it. Now Nyack knows what to do in the forward line. He's the leading goal kicker. He finds Cornwell, who isn't the leading goal kicker, as his kick's smothered. He tries to get it to his teammate. Ball's towards the forward line. Someone take a mark. Someone kick a goal. I tell you what, they followed half the instructions. Brad Carlton, grandson of Ray Carlton. He's got the ball. We've got the perfect angle here from our commentary position.
And his godfather, Grubby Cations, is cheering him home here, this boy. Can he put the Raiders back in front? And he has too.
Well, he's got the approval of Don Cations.
They move on to 6 goals 8. The Central Highlands 6-5. 3 points again, the margin. We've played 10 minutes into this final quarter, halfway through the last quarter here in this WorkSafe Victorian Community Championship of Under-18 football here at the Bungaree Recreation Reserve.
What aren't you doing?
So Fletcher is part of that rotation that Werribee do every week. Taylor and Fletcher in the ruck. And it's related here into the form of our interleague lineup. So he'll have Nyack as a third man up as well, kind of Mark Blitzarv style from Geelong. And here we go. Fletcher gets it out of trouble. Now this could be anyone's ball. Look at the way that, is that Hughes? Is that your
Tristan
Hughes? Tristan Hughes was running at it, and he finds Hay, so there's a bit of Belmont play there. Over the shoulder, I would have fought with Luke Cornwell, but I'm not the umpire, Cog, so I'm just going to keep going about it, and we'll have a ball up, 50 out.
Yeah, Nyack onto the ball. I think that's a good move from Jeff Cheshowski, the coach of here of the Raiders.
Tchaikovsky.
Come on, he's a Cheshowski to me. Ching ching as he kicks it out. Tit-tat Tatakio Nyato has kicked it out of bounds on the full.
I'm just going to have a crack at it now while the ball's off play. Tit Nyack.
That'll do.
That'll do. Just go with Nyack. So his background, it's his first year on the Geelong Falcons squad. Almost played a few games there. Went on to the North Geelong Colts, and he's now a regular in the North Geelong senior side. Meanwhile, potential senior champions are pushing it forward now for the Raiders. It's in the forward square, off the ground, almost by...
Rush through.
Well, it looked like
Nearly got a
Fletcher
boot to it.
almost had it. He has his legs long enough to kick it from anywhere, but unfortunately, not quite there. And so I'll just make sure...
Chance here for the Highlands. They come out of centre half back. They go towards the centre of the ground looking for Ma there, the vice-captain. Been pretty busy today for the Central Highlands. Stacks on the mill. Can't get it out. The umpire says, I'll have it. Ball up.
And so 8 minutes to go. You, the viewers at home, you know there's 8 minutes left. These players, they do not. They just have to focus on getting the ball, winning the ball, putting it through the big sticks. So...
Good use of the body there from the boy from the Central Highlands, and that was young Tommy Lalive.
Wow,
he
look
goes
at
up
this.
Forward. Here's a chance. Defending hard there for the GDFL. That looked like O'Toole. Kyle Hay gets a sharp handball out. Out come the GDFL out towards the
Edwards
centre
has
half
to
third.
mark this. Come on,
Geordie
Edwards.
Edwards.
He's got to just kick
He'll
it
get
down.
this.
Kick it now. Oh,
Geordie
not
Edwards,
quite. He might have
terrible
heard
kick.
me. I might have just cost our league. Oh, Nyack. Look at that. And he finds his captain in Cadman. So the Corio left foot finds his teammate there, and he puts it on his left. It's out in front of Taylor. All he needs to do is just turn around and snap. Instead, he finds his fellow Werribee ruckman in Fletcher. He couldn't quite grab it. Now it's a bit of contested ball. In fact, there's a 5-1 in the Raiders' way. They've got to capitalise here, and they will through the looks of Cadman. No, Cornwell.
Cornwell has kicked it.
Well, he's one of 5 players from last year's interleague, and he might have kicked the sealer. We're not going to jinx him. We're not going to put the commentary mods. But great work there by Cornwell.
6 goals, 5 the Central Highlands. The GDFL go on to 7 goals, 8. 9 points the margin, and we've got 6.5 minutes to go here in this under-18 Victorian Community Championship here at the Bungaree Recreation Reserve.
Scoreboard, it's a free kick in the square, you idiot!
Free
All
kick it is too. Oh,
Here we go. So Fletcher makes the most out of his reward there. Tries to get it to Cornwell for a second one. Edwards has to get the ball now and dispose of it efficiently. He finds Nyack. He gets a chip kick. That was perfect. We cannot wait to watch him play for North Geelong Seniors soon. Until then, the kick's gone forward. There's a few Raiders under it. Might scoop over the boundary. Stoppage wouldn't be the worst thing. Instead, it snapped. Hay had a crack. Down the full. So almost 5 minutes ago. Yep.
Yeah, young Nyack, I reckon he'd be one of the favourites to win the medal here today.
I would think so.
Geordie's played a good game. Strong mark.
So Chesterman, there's another TAC Cup boy. Chesty. I thought he had a great first quarter. He went missing in the middle too. Yeah. Nah, people just think I'm talking to myself. That's all good. So Darryl Chesterman, to add to the TAC Cup flavour, the former Western Jet puts it in. And minus score. So give us
Right.
the full score. What is it?
It's now 6 goals 5 to 7 goals 9, and it's the margin now is 10 points in favour of the GDFL Raiders.
So McEwen's under it, almost had it. Host of players now. So 10 points the margin, Cogs.
I'll tell you another young bloke that's played well today, young Grubb from Werribee Centrals.
Oh, he's been up there, I think.
His grandfather, Richard Cations, would know him pretty well, I reckon.
And whack. Nah, I think Kyle O'Toole down back's been playing well. The two Inverleigh boys in the middle patch, Aussie Parrott and Jai McEwen, have been fantastic as well. There's quite a few contenders for both sides. But there's only 4 minutes left of footy.
Yeah, I think the move of Nyack onto the ball there has really turned this game in this last quarter. He's been an absolute magnificent player.
Well, that was actually
GDFL.
mine, Cogs. I texted Jeff just before, and he's moved in there then.
Thanks, Alex. I
No
knew
worries.
you did take that.
My pleasure. So, the Raiders, they're trying to turn it over on the wing here. We got McEwen just in front of the photo pavilion. And just to the front of the screen, you got a bit of niggle with Geordie Edwards in the square with Isaac Bowker, but they need to just hold on to the time now, the Raiders, and they'll get the win. And that'll be 4 wins in a row for the GDFL juniors. Well, there's 3 of them there. They got to talk to each other. Kicks it back into the congested wing. And Chesterman with the man bunt. Socks up. Assessing his options. Keeps it between the wing and the centre. And it is contested ball. But if we can get a kick out, 3rd goal will seal it. Edwards almost had it. Instead, it's the big boy in Bowen who got the handball off for the Highlanders. And they can get the kick. But where's it going to go? I reckon McEwen's going to get it. He's got it. Inverleigh teenager couldn't quite hold on to it long enough. And it's congestion. But Cogsy, we've got just on 3 minutes now. You feeling optimistic?
Yeah, I think, look, they're probably safe at the moment. They need to kick 2 goals at Central Highlands, and I can't see that happening.
Well, never say never. As the Highlands almost got the stoppage again. I heard the umpire's whistle, but that was play on, so that was a bit confusing. This is the Highlanders' last chance to do something, but how fitting is that? A captain's mark by Michael Cadman. There's every chance to actually win the Corio Seniors best and fairest, might I add, but we'll worry about that in September. Until then, they're going to go through the same wing, and it's a nice mark by Brad Boomer, Carlton, Noddy, whatever you want to call him. He's every name under the book. He was looking for his Werribee captain in Taylor. Now there's a bit of congestion. If they can just one more ball, well, needed a goal, obviously. Bump by Taylor, puts the kick off, but he finds his teammate there. And so Kuhn. It's a one-on-one right in front of us. Cole Hay just lets his opponent get it. Now, this opponent, he doesn't realise there's only 95 seconds left in the game. And Jai McEwen, he probably does realise, so he'll take his time and just get up.
Another one of your little proteges, Alex. He's played a great game
Oh,
too.
he's
There
fantastic.
he is again.
Nyack, well, he's up there. We're not the ones judging it, fortunately, Brian, so we'll look forward to seeing it. But in terms of tackling and possession getting, Nyack's right up there. He's elected the opposite wing. If we get a block on, could be some clean position. 70 seconds left. It's like New Year's, Cogsy. Celebrating the countdown.
Well, it is. It's like New Year's here at the Bungaree Reserve because
I think this is probably the biggest day on the Bungaree calendar.
the fat lady's starting to sing, I think, and the GDFL are absolutely home here at the Bungaree Reserve.
Well, McEwen, unfortunately, his home was on the ground. And the Highlanders almost had possession there, but let's see if we can just snag one more goal before the siren. There you go.
Great mark.
He has been fantastic, McEwen.
Yep, my word.
Son of the Inverleigh president, Rick McEwen. So Ben Taylor, the reigning medalist, might not be the medalist today, but he's still put in his effort. And there's just a few seconds remaining, Cogs.
Yep, the siren is gone. It's all over. Final scores here in the GDFL. And winners here, the Raiders. They've won 7 goals, 9. Have defeated the Central Highlands 6 goals, 5 by 10 points.